Once again, I went on the road, everyone, and I'm fighting the battle against the bulge. And I'm not talking about my stomach. I'm talking about my fucking squash. All right? That's the big goddamn thing as a guy. If you want to age gracefully, all right, you got to make sure the poundage of your head, you got to keep it level. Remember last week and I was telling you about Yngwie Malmsteen, how big his fucking head is now, and he's still trying to get away with wearing those leather goddamn pants and his booties? He looks ridiculous. He looks like a hoard up, what the fuck is her name? That chick with the big head from that show Fish way back in the day. This podcast sucks. You know what? Normally I'd abandon it, but I don't have the fucking time because I have to catch 19 flights this week. So you know what? We're going to plow through it. I'm going to see it through. Like a fucking soldier. I'm going to soldier my way through this one. Another rock star. I'm just going to pick on rock stars, and next week I'll pick on it. You guys can give me some actors that you've seen over the years. Male actors whose heads just got fucking gigantic. Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer didn't do shit. He just fucking, when was the last time he had a salad? You seen that hunk of fucking roast beef sitting on top of his goddamn head? It's unbelievable. Here's one for you. Brian Setzer. Is that how you say his name? The guy from the Stray Cats? I don't know what the fuck happened to his head. And I'll tell you who's halfway there is that Billy Joel guy from the fucking Green Day. You know? He's got the exact same build as that dude. It's the worst. Both of them. Full heads of hair. I'm jealous. But none of them. They're not having salads. They're out there on the road. They're eating the potato skins. That head just keeps getting bigger and bigger. That's why they switch every once. They switch from playing like an SG or a Les Paul. They go to that big, the ES 330. You know, I like the sound of the old Chuck Berry sound. No, you don't. You got a giant fucking head. And now it looks like you're playing a ukulele, so you got to go to a bigger guitar. I see what you're doing. Vince Neil. There's another guy. I saw them when they went out and they opened for Aerosmith like 5 years ago. And I was just sitting there going, when did his head get as big as fucking Nikki Sixx? Nikki Sixx can have a big head. That guy's like fucking 6'4". You know what I mean? The fuck am I talking about? I'm talking about old people with big heads, people. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about how at some point you got to be man enough to eat a fucking salad every once in a while. That's the key. Just once a day. Just go out. Just get a fucking chef salad if you got to. Throw some balsamic vinaigrette on it. And for Christ's sake, eat a goddamn salad before you're walking down the street scaring children with that goddamn jack-o'-lantern sitting on your fucking head. You know? You want to win at paintball? You want to stop getting knocked out early in the game? You eat a fucking salad, private. Jesus H. Christ, what the fuck is that on top of your head? Bullshit! I ain't seen a head that fucking big. That right there is why I never joined the military. There's no fucking way I could stand there and get screamed at like that. You know? Then they'd slap the shit out of me. Then I get a concussion, right? And I'd be like one of the... And then, of course, you know... They make you come back too soon in the military. Forget about fucking NFL football over the years. You got to come right back. Put that goddamn beret on. Jesus H. Christ, where'd they find a fucking beret for that fucking squash? Pick it up. What's that, a toilet seat cover? You think it's funny? You think it's funny, boy? Whack! Slap me in the fucking head again. Pick it up. Dude, why do you keep knocking it off my fucking head if you want me to... There's no fucking way. There's no way. You know, my ego would tell me, look at this old motherfucker. You know, skinny little guy with his fucking bird chest. Huh? Your white chest hairs? You think you're going to yell at me and knock my little hat off in front of all these fucking people that I just met? Sorry.